There we go. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh shoot! I have to put this back. Yeah. Evening. How's it going? I don't know how Eno gets here so fast. I think he just clicks the notification. Yeah. Luckily I got that. Looks like everything's good. But we'll see. That's way too close to my face. Okay. So yeah, so today we're working on Project Kill Toy. We're gonna be hopefully importing it over appropriately, applying the skeleton over appropriately. After watching so many different tutorials, it turns out that the skeleton that we were using can't be made externally. I've tried to like import it over every single time, fails. In the examples I see that do work, it is made inside of Godot. So that seems to be the only difference. So we're going to be importing, hopefully get that going, and then hopefully the ragdoll as well. But we'll see. What's going on with you guys? What's going on with you guys? Get that out of here. Okay. Error while saving. What happened to the demo world? Firefox allowed notifications. Twitch set to notify me. Oh, now that I have Firefox open against me. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Good to know how that pops up. Or I guess a different method of it popping up. I assumed it was the go live notification. That makes sense. Yeah. I was happy to be able to play around with your game username. It also was like I feel primed for speedrun potential. Like it felt fun to explore the world the first time and then just run through it the second time. Felt fun. Okay. Now I should have this folder here, which is here. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the folder though. Let me see. And inside of this folder is that, and inside of that is this. Yeah, which has all of the animations and oh. I thought I exported. Okay, so let me redo this. That's probably what the issue was. Not you, right? No, not you. File. Export JLTF and desktop, game dev, project kill toy, blender animations. Oh, there we go. There, I'm doing one again. I need all of you. File. Export. I said GLTF. And that is where we want to be. And export. Taking longer than I would have liked. Been working on title screen for the game, some particle effects, and then I still haven't finished any art. Gotcha. Well, you did some of the art. I think you just scrapped it, right? I think that was what happened. Why error? You know what? Let me close this out. No, don't save anything because I don't know what the hell I changed in those 2 seconds. Kill toy. How dare you? Why are you over here? There you are. I guess we'll open it anyway, and then we're just gonna delete it. I don't know why it's still registering as being there when it literally, yeah, it's not there. I don't know why it's registering that it's there. Let me remove the script from it first, maybe. And that'll make a difference. Save. Oh my god, why is this one thing that doesn't even exist in the... Oh, maybe it does. Maybe it does. I wanted to have it so the right side there was a guy smoking that and then snow particles, and on the left side there's a button and title. That makes sense because of the, you know, when it expands to, like when you go to the computer and there's that guy smoking. So yeah, I could see that. Fits with like the grungy, I won't say detective, but it feels like almost noir, like a dystopian noir, kind of similar to BioShock is like the general feel, especially because you have the underwater world, and then the just like the cavernous space of it all feels that way. So yeah. Okay. Where are we? I'm working on trying to hire an editor to like clip these things together because I just don't have the time management skills to do all that myself. So with the $8, thank you guys, plus the 1 cent, hey, from ad revenue, I'm just gonna take that all of that, literally all of that, and then obviously my own money to hire an editor because I just cannot do that right now. Okay, where am I? Ragdoll, blah blah. I can't save this, so I was gonna check if this is. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is close out of this. Don't save that. And then let's see if there's anything regarding bot in here. And then and then we're gonna delete. I want to say all of these. Yeah, let's go with all of these. Even if we accidentally delete a script, it's not gonna be super pertinent considering. Okay, then we'll skip it. Why is it having a hard time? No longer in the location. So it is deleted. So I don't know why it's causing any issues. This is so annoying. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is another reason we should have version control. But the 2 times I tried to implement it, it didn't work correctly, and it just did not figure out why. I thought I deleted all of these. What scene is dependent on that? This scene is dependent on that? Okay, well, if I can remove it, right? Delete. Then save the scene without it. Oh my god, fuck me, man. I removed all of the instances of this. Why is this still giving me an issue? Yeah, it literally doesn't exist. So why are you having a problem saving this? Okay, let's try this. Save and close. Oh, no. No. Editing is too much of an art for me, and I need to step away for a minute. Gotcha. My parents did a photo editing for weddings, and they were always very tired. Yeah, editing is a whole different skill set. A lot of content creators will work on that skill set, but like I have a full-time job and a kid. I'm not. I'd rather get better at game development. So far, what I need to do before my game is done is 1, add enemies, right? I think you mentioned already the reduction in like the noise of the CCTV type shader. I do think that's a good call as well. Oh, this is gonna be annoying, isn't it? And it won't let me, okay. Is it because of this? This went through, right? Okay, that one's there. I really hope I didn't fuck up my project by deleting that one thing. Again, version control. This is the importance of version control. And I don't understand why it's a dependency. So let's try this. Let's try this. If it's a dependency, oh my god. So why do I need to include it if it's... Yeah, it's no longer available. So saving current scene will discard instance and all property. Yeah, which is fine. Considering it's not... Oh my god, why? I just don't understand why it's not saving. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, it's great. Super, I can't show you the full image, but it is really dope. And then it has her previous companions underneath in the mirror image of the puddle. It's really, really cool. If I remember... No, you're a first-time chatter. You're not the person I thought you were. Never mind. But thank you. I appreciate it. Add a game ending, probably new maps, some gameplay additions, like keys, lastly, make it... Sounds like a huge undertaking. I don't know how big you want your game to be, but I do have the ending and animations of 30 frames as a nightmare to draw, but looks good and weird. Hey man, again, follow your flow. Just also be aware of scope creep. You want to be able to finish the game. I say as this thing is fucking broken. Like an annoying little bitch. But that's frustration. I need to be curious. So what... I'm clever. I would solve this by... Is there anything here? Hold on, can I clear this? Because I want to be able to see. I'm gonna have to import a similar model. Yeah, 4 is a good even number. And I think that's, considering the story that you laid out, I think that'll work for like, beginning, middle, end setup. The setup being the first 25%. Then like the rising action and building on mechanics, and then the ending. I think that's good. But again, thank you for the compliment on the desktop wallpaper. I absolutely love Furin so much. So much. I heard the voice actor for Furin got sick. I don't know if that's true. That's what I heard. And I hope that's not true. I hope she's okay. Okay. Yeah. I was like, is it going to tell me more than that? But no, it's just ultimately going to keep defaulting to that. So a clever way around this would be, since we don't have fucking version control, being clever, what we need to do, what is the issue? The issue is that it keeps saying, hey, we need this file, but it doesn't exist anymore, which don't know why deleting it was an issue. But invalid, blah, 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 using text path instead of, it shouldn't even be referencing it because I deleted all references to it. So I don't know why it would even cause an error. That doesn't make any sense to me. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna be petty about this because it's pissing me off, honestly. One little deletion is causing all this issue. It's like stupid to me. Now let's see if the copy runs the same. Or if the copy will acknowledge that we should be able to delete this. One or the other is going to happen. And then if not, then I'll just have to rip it apart and take the pieces that I know still work and re-import everything from there. Oh, no? It's not here? Where copy? Where you at, copy? I thought this would be easier to read. Surprised I have this many. Okay, which one of you is a copy? Well, that's on me for not using a good naming convention, so let me fix that right now. Oh, shit. I can't. Oh, wait. I should be able to access it. It's in documents. And copy. We're going to say... Oops. No. Test. Copy. That's not how you spell copy. I opened up my game today and showed it to my brother. It works fine, but the debugger gave me a heart attack, giving me some 21,358 errors. But it was just because I have a function I forgot to remove that allows me to jump. Gotcha. Okay. I don't even remember. Well, I guess that never made it into a published copy because I was like, I don't remember being able to jump in. You son of a bitch. Being able to jump in the game. But it makes sense. If it's, you know, if that, especially if that's in the process function, that running every frame. Test copy. Let's see if there's going to be an asshole about it. And then if so, then we're going to have to just rip it apart. Which I hope we don't have to. Yep, we have to rip it apart. That's awesome. So can I select a different one? Can I select... What is the blue figure the same thing? Shit crashed on me. Shit crashed on me. Oh, damn it, it's named the same thing. Come on. Oh, it won't let me fix that dependency that way, huh? It won't just take this as a new one? Nope, because every time it crashes. Son of a bitch. I don't know why that would happen. Yeah, no. Same error. Oops. I deleted a model and now it won't let me save anything. And as touched on before, we unfortunately don't have version control because every time I tried to set it up, granted it was only twice, it didn't work. So we can't revert back to that instance where it did work, and it won't let me fix the dependency because each time I try and say, hey, actually this model will take its place, it crashes. So I'm gonna have to. Yeah, it is weird. I don't know why I would do that. I don't know why I would do that, but if I know anything from however long of game dev, it's if it can, whose law is that? Not Maslow. Moore's. I think it's Moore's law. If it can go wrong, it will go wrong. Feels like my entire game dev quote unquote career. So what I'm gonna do instead then is take. Then again, I don't even know what's causing the issue. You know what I can do actually? What I can do, have this open. Because ultimately this is gonna have to be scrapped because I don't know what the fuck is going on with it. New proper project kill toy. I said toy. Compatibility being the most important thing. Git being our version control. Create. Murphy's Law. I think more has to do with technology advancing at a certain rate, but yeah, thank you. Murphy's Law. It was Murphy. Murphy. Okay. So, obviously in the beginning of a scene, but what we're gonna do is see how much we can actually import that won't cause an issue. Yeah? So, first of all, we don't need any of the animations. Okay, we will take the code folder. And we'll take the scene folder, I think, but we'll have to be specific because I don't know where the issue is. So let's start with the demo world. Demo world missing too many dependencies, and one of the dependencies of the demo world is the model which we deleted. So, is that in the file? Get out of here. Is that in the file? Oh no, but it just reads as a TSCN file. Moore's Law has to do with, yep, exactly, yep. Only law I follow in game dev is if it works, don't fuck with it, right. I fuck with it but just because I don't know how it works. I break lots of things. I don't know, I don't follow that law the best. I mean, who does, right? Who does? Okay, cool. So the demo world has a dependency, correct? Yeah. And I can't resolve the dependency. I can't say, can I just, I don't know what fix broken even does. That's so, and if I try to, I don't know, assign it to something else, it's not gonna work. Okay, so let's try to carry over the college dorm and the proto controller. College dorm room is a scene. I'm in scene, right? Yeah, college dorm room is in. And the proto controller, which should be in our scripts. I don't know why. Sometimes I call it code, sometimes I call it script. Proto controller. Why am I looking at it? Looking for it that way. Proto underscore controller. I'm pretty sure this is it. Okay. Now I say dorm room goes to dorm room, and proto goes to proto. Oh wait. Oh, that's a proto scene. So I didn't get the thing. So cancel proto script. What was that end in? GD? Ends in GD. GD. There you are, GD. Right? Hold on. You are indeed GD. This proto one? No, that's the scene. You're GD. Okay. Okay. Proto. Nope. Back it up. Why aren't you? Oh, you are in the code. No, you're not. There it is. Okay. What other discrepancies are there? And did I not just resolve these? I did. What the fuck? Everything's fine. You son of a bitch, man. Fix dependencies. There's no dependency to be fixed. Case in point. I don't know what the fuck happened. I really don't. Okay. It's gonna take more effort to resolve it this way, so we're gonna be simple about it. The issue pops up with the demo world that has the dependencies. Demo world's gonna go bye-bye. College dorm, you have dependencies? You bitch. College dorm does. College dorm's going bye-bye. What? How do you have a dependency? You have a dependency on yourself? On the... Okay. That one makes more sense. But I just fixed it. What are you talking about? Okay. I always tell you to fix it. You just need to press open anyway. See, yes and no, because I did that before and it didn't work. If you remember a little bit earlier in the stream. This time it did work. Because we do have our scene. We have our controller. That's fine. The next thing that we'll need to redo is the college dorm. I just want to see if I can... You know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to even try to import it. I should have it downloaded. Dorm room. It's an FBX file. FBX cannot be imported into Godot. It only accepts GLTF files. So we need to go to Blender. Can I open up another instance? Is that possible? General? We didn't do anything here yet, so that's fine. Get out of here. Import FBX. And I'm doing the college dorm, which is in downloads. Searching dorm. Oh, nope. Source. You. Import. Yes. Does it have the animation with it? I think it does. Everything else looks the same. I'll have to redo the lighting and null from that Bracky's video. But again, I don't know what happened there. Just deleting one asset, the whole thing went kablooey. Maybe there was a data file associated with it that it keeps trying to look for and reference. That wasn't like deleted properly, is my guess. This reminds me, I went to create a Git repo for a newest project, even if I just have notes on the cave generation, some minor code. Yeah, for sure. I have to, and I think there's also a plugin to do that. So I don't know what happened there. I really don't. But yeah, GitHub, because I've come across this problem so many times in my game dev career where I do one thing and it's like, oh, the whole project went kablooey, and it's like, fucking why? And this is a new proper one. We're gonna put you here. Ignore that typing sound. I forgot it's on my work playlist and not my stream playlist. Dorm room. Okay. I don't know if it actually exported appropriately, but okay. There we go. There's dorm room. Good. But I feel like set animation save path. No. There was something I needed to do here that I forgot. Doesn't have a skeleton. Yeah, I had this checked on before. Godot evidently doesn't like that. You have to create it, and maybe that's because of the deprecated functions. Okay, we're relatively back to where we were, maybe a little bit shinier than before, because we don't have a world environment to like tone down this horrible lighting, but we'll focus on that later. Can I just move it actually out of the sun? Oh no, because it's horrible lighting regardless, because we don't have a proper sun, so we won't focus on that right now. I think there's a few Git yeah, I do believe so too. My issue with Git add-on system is that they only apply to your current project. There are some add-ons I'd like to just default to the Godot as a whole. Yeah, and I think, I mean, just the traditional way of doing it rather than a plugin, I think is just generally better because it works as that catch-all. I say as somebody that has not successfully deployed GitHub on a Godot project. Unity did it all the time, no problem. Godot, twice a problem. No idea why. Excuse me. Okay. So we have the demo world. We need the... Is it the proto controller? What are we working on right now? Oh, the characters. So we need to import the characters, right? Because this is just the general controller that we copy from. Yeah. Okay. So we need the characters, which brings us back to here. File anew. File. I said file anew. General. Don't need to save this since we already have that in there. We're going to delete you. File. Import. FBX, I'm pretty sure is the format that it was before. Now they should all be in desktop, game dev, Killtoy, Blender. None of them are in there. Awesome, awesome, possum. So import FBX, downloads, and then it has to be if we date modified. What? Where are you? Okay, at the very end. Joyful, running, T-pose, import. Okay. Volumetric fog is a ton of fun to mess with when, yeah, it does a huge, like volumetric, I was so surprised when learning about volumetric fog how much of a difference it does to like add depth and everything to the world. It's It's, again, one of those things of like you don't think about it. Like there was there's somebody I follow on Instagram that does like special or practical effects for movies, and they talked about how wetting the ground adds a level of depth and like coolness to a shot, even if it's not explicitly asked by the director. It like adds to the world, similar to how volumetric fog adds to depth and overall feeling of color and everything like that. It's really interesting, the little touches of game development that you take for granted, like volumetric fog. Like that's so important, especially seeing a great example of volumetric fog in Breath of the Wild. Because I could have sworn there was a. This is the one thing about Brave, is that it is not super smart. Maybe this was in a YouTube documentary. It was a GDC talk or something like that that touched on this. I don't remember. I see mods for it, but again, it has a huge effect on the overall feel of it. Okay, so we have this we have the animations here. Good. And that's for all three, right? Yeah, they should all be here. We're just gonna delete the light and the camera because we don't want to import those. We're gonna take all of you, file, export. Hello, export to GLTF, and right in our project folder. Oh no, we should do it in our Blender folder because then we can make modifications as we go. Game Dev, Project Kill Toy, Blender. Why is it showing up as one? Am I only able to take one at a time? I can't take all three? First and foremost, I think this is gonna fuck me up. Home. I meant desktop. Is what I meant. Okay. Because I need you to be empty, because I don't trust you. Yeah, there's was lost in the Breath of the Wild to act as a maze, and you can't go into the sense of area fog, dense area fog. Yeah, again with the depth is really critical. My Twitch numbers are always off, so I don't know what the reality is here, guys. But it says there's 4 of you in here, which means at least 2 of you, I believe, are gonna get ads in 2 minutes. Sometimes it says there's 4 of you, sometimes it lies. So I don't know what the reality is. I really don't. Export. Oh, did I do this already? No, I didn't. GLTF. And then desktop. Here. And I don't know what it's importing as, or which one is importing. We'll just try it. It didn't look. I don't think all of them are exported. I think it would have read differently. The earliest use of volumetric fog that I can remember is Half-Life 2 Legendary. Extra demo stage that Valve released. It was one stage that had HDR volumetric fogging. I think the extra one who are viewing the stream but aren't signed into a Twitch account. Oh, okay. I didn't even know you could do that. My original reason for signing up for Twitch was because my buddy was streaming. He stopped streaming since then, but he was streaming, and he told me to create an account so that way I can view it. So I didn't, silly me, I didn't realize you could watch a Twitch channel without an account. Okay, so... Sorry, now I'm jumping around. I'm like, did I export it? Yes, I did. I just need to see what actually exported. Oh, is this not in my project settings? Advanced settings? Blender should be somewhere. File import, Blender on. Okay. And do I need to set the path? Okay, it's under file system. So let me go under file system. File system import enabled. Why can't I? This requires configuration path executable in editor file system import Blender. Okay. Was I not just there? I thought the same. Yeah, yeah. You can watch without an account. Don't think you can chat though. Testing time. Nope. Trying to chat, you just get a join Twitch pop up. Okay. Well, now we all learned something new about Twitch, and I'm one step closer to being an okay streamer. I did not know that. So maybe that's why my friend, back in the day when he did stream, told me to set up an account so I could talk. Because I know that he was, that was a critical thing. He was like, hey, once I start streaming, start like spamming messages in the chat. I was like, okay, I want to be supportive. This is gonna bug me. Sorry, let me just do this real quick. I hate that this is called code. Oh, what else? What other script is there? Okay. That's gonna bother me. Okay, cool. It just felt like a bunch of papers everywhere. All right. We don't need this anymore. We don't need you anymore. Oh wait, we didn't need you. I'm sorry. Demo world is what we need. Okay. And now, where did it say that setting was? Sorry guys, I immediately forgot. This requires a configuration, requires configuring a path to Blender executable in editor settings, not project settings, editor settings. Let's export. Okay, just type Blender. Maybe that would work. Blender. There it is. But wouldn't that just set it for one rather than all of them? Shouldn't this be the path? Shouldn't this be the path? No, this is only gonna let me do one. Cool beans, whatever. Let's see how this works. Let it work. It wants a path to, yeah. Sorry, I keep reading your messages late. Okay, I defined the path. Now let me just check in project settings if it still says that. Or maybe it just said that by default. Yeah, it says that by default. And then let me just check in the editor settings again. Oops. Blender. Okay, it's set. I don't know why it's being an ass about it. Fine. You know what? I was trying to make, think, build with the end in mind of just like, oh, well, what if I want to edit the models in any way? Not that I'm skilled enough to do any model editing, but just in case, then that way it's flexible and I can edit in Blender and see those results immediately. But it was just being such a fucking pain in the butt. This is the path to your game unless you install the Blender. It's not the path to my game. I'm pretty sure I can prove that. Let me see. Oh. Desktop. And then we go to, where was it? Game Dev, Project Kill Toy, Blender Animations, and then there's that. So let me just try that again to make sure I didn't get that wrong. Okay, I didn't get it wrong, but I still don't see it. Because my project is in here, which is in documents, where I went to desktop, where I was saving it. But it wants a path to the Blender app. Is that true? I'm pretty sure it was asking for a path to Blender. Pretty sure it's asking for a path to the animations itself. 3D scenes ending with blend extension. Converting them into, okay, so it converts it for you. I didn't know that part. This requires a configuration to Blender executable. Yep, and you were right. Blender executable. Blender executable in the editor settings. Okay. I don't know where Blender is. Is this in my downloads? Where's Blender? There it is. Copy path. Editor settings. Why are you doing this to me? I'll do it like this. Since it's on the desktop, I'll leave it at desktop. Okay, you're being an ass. And you said it's a Blender. Blender. But that feels wrong since it said URL. That's not the executable. Yeah, that's not the executable. Where is the actual executable for Blender? Can I see that here, maybe? Blender application, open file location. There we go. It's in Steam? Did not realize that. I don't even remember downloading it in Steam. I thought I didn't download it the old-fashioned way. Anyway. Okay, and then I'm just gonna start from programs. You know what? That should be fine, right? I just have to cancel this part out. You bitch. Why can't I just copy the path? Why? Like, at what point do I have to stop? Start menu. Programs. Blendy. GitHub, Flameshot, Discord, BitTorrent, Steam. Blendy. Blender. That's a URL though. But it is the right spot. Right? Program theme, yeah. Yeah, this is the exact same thing. Again, and no, your chat is delayed, so I don't see what you say immediately. I know it may be a frustrating experience, but I do not see what you say immediately. It takes a little while to get there. No, sigh. Yeah, URL is a link, not the app. Right-click the link. Right-click the link. Oops. Just this one? Show in file manager? Yeah, that's the internet shortcut. But where do you live? Where do you live? Where are you? Properties? Yeah, this is just still the link. Yeah, I went into properties, but it's still saying it's in here when it's just referencing a URL. Yeah, it did. Yeah. So maybe I can't reference it this way? Maybe because it's via Steam, it's not going to let me because it classifies as a .url. And again, if you're typing, I apologize. This thing is not is not as quick. Last thing I see is, oh, you did get it through Steam. Check its install location within Steam. Let's give it a shot. Blender, Blender. Blender is running. Properties. Install files. You're here. Blender is here. Here's the Blender launcher. Is this? So I think this is it. No, here's it. Here it is exactly. Steam apps common Blender. Oh, it's in the D. It's in the D drive, not the C drive. That's also a part of the problem. D drive. Steam library. Steam apps. Common. Blender. Blender executable. And go. Save. Check installs within the Steam location. Find it in the Steam lab. Right click, browse file. I don't know if I did it right. Woot! I see woot. So hopefully I did it right. Again, I need to figure out. Okay, you found it. Okay. I don't know why my chat is so delayed. I specifically have it where subscribers are supposed to be I forgot what the word, prioritize as far as seeing them first. But maybe that's just my configuration problem. Because I also don't see the chat on stream for some fucking reason. I have to figure that out. It just doesn't like me. No, yeah, I don't know. All right, I'm going about this in a complicated. I mean, not that it's complicated. It should work, right? I'm just gonna read that one more time. Blender, and it is looking for an executable, right? You're looking for the Blender path. Blender executable. That is exactly what I referenced, and let me make sure I'm right on that. Editor path, Blender here. .exe. That is the Blender executable without a shadow of a doubt. So, don't know why I'm not seeing that unless it's a subfolder for some reason in here. No, it's not. And I already closed it out for me, so I would have seen it. There's a setting in Twitch to add chat delay, I think. Huh. Okay. Maybe, yeah, maybe there's a. Again, I need to. I wish I could take off a week just to learn how to do Twitch appropriately, and then go beyond that. But yeah, that would be helpful. It's not exe. It's not in there. So I think I'm just gonna have to carry it over, because I don't know. I think I'm barking up the wrong tree here. Because it is the executable file, right? Common Blender executable, and there's nothing else there that it could be else. Nothing else it possibly could be. Is it under 4.4 by chance? No, definitely not there. Blender launch executable. I don't know what the fuck the difference is between these two. But it didn't work with this one, so let me just try this one. That's the only other executable file I see. Yes, but now let me look at chat because it may be delayed. I read that already. Come on, Twitch. Beyond general tech support, I can't help with this. I've never used Blender, Godot together. And now I got a new message. It may not be a new message again. No, I apologize. Yeah, I'd have to read up on getting Blender to work directly with it, or maybe find a guide. Yeah, again, that's the hard part with development is like, I'm like, no, I did this already. It should work this way, but then shit changes. Whatever, man. We'll do it the old-fashioned way because this is maybe it's not being a pain. Maybe I'm just being stupid about it, and there's like a completely reasonable reason that this is going on like this. But I don't care to resolve it anymore. I really don't. Only thing I've done is download a model and carry it over. Yeah. And again, the only issue with carrying it over that we had was. For whatever reason, Godot doesn't like when you make skeletons outside of it. It wants you to create it inside to work appropriately. Otherwise, the ragdoll just doesn't work. And I don't know why, but that's the only consensus? The only pattern I can see behind that. What the fuck is this file, man? Okay, bye-bye. You can't import now? What's going on? Ads start in 1 minute for those that are not subscribed. I've never dealt with painting the models or animations that have any other models included. Yeah, your game uses sprites mostly, right? So yeah, right. 2D uses sprites. Oh, it just imported your. Okay, did it? Oh, fuck me. it got everything. Look at this creepy. Can I see this in big scale? Yeah, it just broke down everything, the alpha and everything like that of it. Not what I wanted. Oh, okay, it was what I wanted. It was what I wanted for sure. Now I need to make sure that you don't have a skeleton. Good, you don't. Good. Now what we're gonna do is you're gonna inherit as a brand new scene. I'm gonna save you as a model. Naked toy. Immediately Twitch is like, no, this is a plus 18 stream. Talking about naked toys. There he is. Look at him. Little naked boy. No genitalia. I can't even whistle. Wait, hold on. Damn it. Damn. Did I forget how to whistle? Yeah, I'm not very good at whistling, I guess. It's been a while, because who organically whistles? But yeah, Naked Man. I thought it would be funny because it reminds me of, you know, if you've had action figures or whatever, and they had clothes on them, but you're playing rough with them and throwing them around, and then eventually they just end up naked. I don't know if that was any of your guys' childhood, but that was mine. I mean, people stream Cyberpunk 2077, and I had... Yeah, it does. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. You can pay prostitutes to have sex with you, so if they can do that, I can do this. Toy. Nope. You are a toy. Shout out to Woody. I don't like how this is imported though, because now I guess it's not a big deal. I was gonna say because it has a 3D node as the parent, but that's not really a big deal. And if I really think it's a big deal, I could just separate it. Maybe we want to do that. You know what? Let's not introduce unnecessary complexity. Quickly, please, the Twitch overseers reciting the user agreement. Bylaw 66 says, "Thou shalt not do fuckery on stream." These imported over weirdly. Why are there two T poses? I also probably should have renamed them beforehand. Yeah. But is it like that natively in the scene? Well, there's no camera in the scene, Jay, so that's fair. Why would that work? First and foremost, let's just modify you to have a character body, and you're gonna be here, and you're gonna complain because that. But let me do this first. Add that skeleton. No, the skeleton's already added. No. I guess reset, and then create. Whoa, trippy. But I mean, obviously very, very wrong. Am I able to affect the scale of that? Maybe it's the scale quickly. Okay, I already read that. Okay. I did reset it. It is trippy. Reset. Because here are these bones. These bones. Oh no, these are joints. Well, it looks like the joints. And oh no, that's strictly editing the joints. But if we reset and save, all of these things are still here. Collision areas, yeah. Hold on. Let's circle back before it got trippy. We have this, and what I was trying to do was what I saw in the tutorials, which is I really should not be picking at my gauge. Which was skeleton, create skeleton. That's what they told me to do. But looks like this is already established. If I delete all of these and then just reset it that way, can't operate on nodes the current scene inherits from. Current scene does not inherit from the skeleton, so that's just wrong. At least I believe it to be wrong. One second. I'll be right back, and we'll figure out what's going on with Naked Man. I guess you guys can stare at Naked Man while I'm away. You little perverts. Yeah, look at that. Look at that Naked Man. Look at that Naked Man while I'm away. You little perv. You alright? Everything okay? Okay. 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 Blue areas. Yeah, I'm not sure how that stuff works, but I do know that lots of changes over the yeah. Mostly add features that we're missing. Now it's just a freakazoid here, but you know how that goes. Add something new, it breaks everything else. Yeah. Tale as old as development, software development in general. Okay, so it won't let me. Will you let me do it on a smaller scale? No, it won't let me do it on a smaller scale. Although, this is the import, right? Yeah, here's the import. It doesn't import a skeleton natively. Now, that being said, no documentation in this. Skeleton, because that's what we have here. I wonder if I have to rename it skeleton 3D. Let's try to re-import it that way. Take you out. Don't save. Now this is the one with the settings I have. Done, right? Skeleton, okay, good. You, first of all, it's gonna take you out. I guess we'll take it out of the demo world just in the off chance that that also causes an issue. Because I don't know what caused that previous issue. Save. Oh wait, ooh, Freakazoid. But you know, yeah, I read that part. There is a skip import button on the top when you have the skeleton selected. No idea if that's what you'd actually want. Totally guessing. As am I, and I should probably, I said we, like I'm putting the responsibility on you guys. I should likely do more research into it, but I'm going off of memory from because I looked up a bunch of different videos the other day on my lunch break. And again, that's where I was like, oh, okay, I see this. People are typically doing it this way, and I'm not doing it that way, so let me try that. Actions. No. None of these things. I think I already re-imported it, but just in case I didn't already. And then let's try you. Not re-import. New instance. There's that. We're gonna save you as naked toy again. Okay. In naked toy, we should have that in the demo world. Bring naked toy over here. Bring naked toy over here is what I said. Save the demo world. Go back to naked toy. Look at the skeleton. What's this percent? This node can be accessed from anywhere. Oh. Are skeletons a mix of collision and animations or just animation? Yeah, I believe it's a mix because we have the animation player here, which shows the two animations on top of each other, which is not. I'm probably gonna have to fix this. What I think I'll ultimately have to do is remove these. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm speculating on something we're not even there yet. Why are there two skeletons? Oh. 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 There's a skeleton for each animation. That's why. That's why. But if all of the animations exist in the animation player, does that mean that I can just delete these? Because the animations already exist? I'm guessing, and I should do more research, but am I gonna do it? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Oh, you can't even do that, bitch. Yeah, no, nor do I. I don't have any idea either. I'm a beginner dev, you know? I'm figuring shit out. But all three were imported, so I think I just didn't import it correctly in Blender. I think you should just toggle visibility. Yeah, maybe. Right, because they shouldn't have any physics on it. Right? Right? Skeleton reset. And this is the main one? Oh, that wasn't even the main one. Son of a bitch. So wait, who are you associated with? So, just so I know. You are... Oh, visibility, duh. Is this a T-pose? Because you all look like a T-pose, so I don't know who's who here. Okay, you're the funny little walk I found. And you are associated with... Here's funny walk. I can't even rename it? Go fuck yourself, man. What? Well, even if something is invisible, it can trigger collisions found out that hard way. Yeah, I guess we did do that with the 2D one, when they were stacking on top of each other and still causing a collision. What is the cleverest and cleanest way around this? The simple solution is often the right one. I still even actually have that written down from a long time ago from what and Noel said. What is the simple solution? Yeah, you would need to work out in code to disable it. Yeah, I think that's more complex than we're going for. Ads in 5 minutes. And I assume you can't rename it because the animation player is referencing the name. Possibly, yeah. Well, can I edit it inside of here? That's a great point, Endel. Shouldn't, if all these animations are here, they should be accessible in the file system, no? No. Which is weird. Why would it only exist? Usually when you create an animation, it's somewhere over here. First of all, this is also gonna bother me, so let me just do that really quick. Materials. Don't act fucky because I move files. Don't do that. I said don't do it, you son of a bitch. Godot, please. Please, baby girl, please. Moving files? Oh my god. Blender is running in the background. I didn't expect it to like have that effect though, especially since the Blender plugin didn't work. But maybe you're right. It called out to Blender. It works pretty cleanly the way I used it once. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking I imported it over wrong. But this is from the memory of the video. I guess we shouldn't go off of memory, right? Maybe we should just do it over properly. Especially since this is seeking more work to debug. All right, don't save it. Naked Boy is here. But because we have all of these different animations, we have to figure out how to do it correctly. Okay, and I think this was the video I was using before. Alright, well that's already imported, so I can't do that.
Demonstration, I'll be using a model from Mixer with an idle animation.
Wait, what, bitch?
Which means that they will be likely to change in the future.
Yeah, those are all deprecated functions. Yes,
Start
yes,
by
yes.
importing your model into the go. For this demonstration, I'll be using a model from Mixer with an idle animation. I've also set
Okay, well that doesn't help me because immediately I was like, well, it's if I delete these, and take away this big boy, and you're associated also with the big boy. Now, are the animations gone now? This is the animation thing, right? Animations, okay. Why can't I see the animations though? It's just the T-pose. I guess we can just start with the T-pose and if we go from there, because I don't know what the fuck. Add start in 1 minute. Godot needs to know where the Blender app is because it calls in the CSS. Handling, importing. So when you mess with the source of the files, okay, fair. That's fair. That's a very fair point, and no, thank you for that. Because I was like, why? But that makes sense. Okay, so did I remove those that are fucky? Where did I get that from? Something's fucky. What is that? Sorry, this is also gonna bother me. Sorry, and let me just look this up because it's gonna bother me. I have no idea. I don't remember. Something's fucky. Yes. Who are you from? Who are you from, though? I know I got that from somebody, but I don't remember where you're from. Something's fucky. Who are you from? Is from what? Okay, well, fuck me. Sorry, guys. I know this is a completely different tangent. Give me 1 second to just itch this curiosity thing because it's going to bother me. Just.
It's just not right. It's really eerie here. Something's fucky.
Yeah. Okay, but what are you from? Trailer Park Boys! Oh, thank you. Oh, God, that was just bothering me. I was like, what did I get that from? Now I know why things are fucky. Okay, alright. So, maybe that wasn't also the best tutorial because it starts off immediately with it. So let's just start with Godot. Blender to Godot. See how we're importing this over wrong. I saw this video, but a bunch of people were like, this is wrong, which is also a problem with the internet. I need something modern because Godot changes so flippin' often. Update. Import. Easy. From 2 hours ago. You know what? Support, and maybe you're right.
Importing 3D models with animations and textures from Blender to Godot is quite simple.
You say.
First of all, in Blender, for example, I have a small model of a caterpillar that has a texture, bones, and animations.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to create your own models with your own animations and textures. If you want me to make tutorials, put them in the comments. So once you have your animation and such, in this case, I simply have a test animation here in the nonlinear animation section, which is where I am on the right side, in this small Blender window in the animation window. I simply put this window, here I called it nonlinear animation. What happens? Here we have this animation that is not yet saved, so to speak. So I'm going to give it a name, let's say lift, and I'll click on this little arrow so that the action will end there. It's already saved. So we're going to save it here in Blender, and what we're going to do is simply save our Blender file and copy it to the Godot project. In this case, I'm simply going to click here on File, Save As, and I'm going to look for the Godot project that I already have over here. It's from Godot 4. What's it called? It's called Flim here, and I'm going to save it right here. Then click on Save As, and once that's done, then we go into Godot, and Godot is going to start importing the 3D model. That Blender file that we just saved into the Godot project. So it's going to take a while because it's the first time it's importing a 3D model from Blender. And what Godot does is automatically import it so that we can use it, and it converts between the PunBlend file when it's being used in a GLB file, which is Godot's standard way of importing. That is, it uses GTF. So now I can simply drag the .blend file into the scene, and look how it's already imported here and reflected there. So what happens? Here I have the complete scene with.
But this is a .blend file. And it says it only accepts GLTF. I spent more time in an hour trying to pin down just the part of the song that's stuck in my head. And remember the rest of the song. It's the name of who it was, maybe an old man problem. Well, no, again, yeah. It whenever I get that thing of like, okay, I need to know. I just need to know where this is from. So this immediately, he did a lot, basically what we did, but he did it via he saved it directly into the project and without not as a GLTF file, which feels wrong. Okay, it looks like it's working. I just don't understand why that would be. All right, whatever. I'm not gonna overthink it. Let's try to go it his way. export? Export. He just did it straight up. Oh, he did it save as. File. Save as. Documents. New proper. This is going to be called toy blend test, because we can always rename it if anything. Save it there. Go into Godot. Wait, what? Is required to import. Please provide. I did provide the executable, but okay. So we're gonna go back because it's in the D drive to Steam library to Steam apps to common to Blender to just straight up executable. Confirm. Okay, now it works. We have just double the materials now, so I'm going to remove these. Move these into material. And then this is the one that should be imported correctly now. Okay, but this still has the multiple animations. Like these are fine, well, relatively. Which is weird because it's not even like that in here. What is the problem? The problem is when we're importing it incorrectly somehow. Perhaps work with one animation and then expand from there, if anything. I think that's the smartest way to go about it. Alright, if that's the smartest way to go about it. Right? Is that because the problem is we're importing it, but when we import it, while we are able to get it in there, it's coming in with multiple animations, which is coming in with multiple skeletons, which is going to cause a conflict. To resolve this conflict, we're going to get rid of it again, because somehow we're importing it over wrong. And this is, we're deleting all this, because all of these are wrong to some degree. Save. And now that we have that saved and we have our world, we're going to import with one animation at a time. So that being said, file, new, general, delete, file, import, GLTF. Is it a GLTF file? I think it's a FBX actually. And where did I save it? I'm going to go home because I don't remember. Maybe downloads. That's music. So let's go with the T-pose since that's the simplest. Okay. Wait, did I import that over correctly? What was the file type? Import. I said GLTF, but was it? No, it's FBX. It's FBX. So back it up. This is FBX. Import FBX. FBX. Import. Now put imports over appropriately. Now we can do file, export to the file format that is accepted by Godot, which is GLTF. Go inside of our project, which is here. We're just gonna say, yet again, going with the same naming convention of naked toy, export. That's done. Now that that's done, you go over, Now I think it's going to do the same thing as it did before with breaking down the materials and I want to say alpha, but I don't think that's it. Essentially the mapping of the model. And then the model itself. Yep, exactly what it did before. Now, are these error messages? Enable roughness. What is this saying exactly? I wish I could expand you because I can't really read you. It's just saying enabling a bunch of stuff. So I don't think that's an issue. Okay. And then here it is, and then it's going to ask us to import it. But now we have a singular skeleton because we didn't bring over the other one. So that should be good. Now, this, we're going to get here, and then we're going to have a bone map. Because that's what I remember from the last thing. And the skeleton's name is going to be skeleton. Because that's what I remember from the video. And I think that's it. We could do the skip import as per Endnull's suggestion from before, but let's try this first. We'll import, create a new inherited scene, save as naked toy test scene. Don't save. Naked toy test scene is now its own scene. You have a skeleton, but the skeleton's already preset. So if I say create skeleton, it's gonna just do that same trippy thing where it looks like it's overlapping. But actually it looks like a bunch of them. Oh, because it's likely, okay. So it won't let me do it like that. Am I able to, and I can't delete these, right? You're gonna say I can't do that? Yeah, I can't do that. Okay. I think it's just telling you telling you what it was doing with the imports. Yeah, I agree. I think that is exactly what it was telling me. Okay. So file, reset, and then create. But then if I create, it does all this. But if I don't do create, right, then we don't have any skeletons. So I think I just need to rescale them. I just don't know why they wouldn't be, why would they all be, you know what, if I, theoretically, right, if it's all just a matter of it being mega scaled up, could I just scale it down? No. Why not though? I feel like that would be the easy solution. Oops. I need to get that skeleton. This is the mesh, okay. But you need to have, you have these bones, so it's like you're already rigged, but in order to create the ragdoll effect, it needs those skeleton pieces. And even if I reset, and then create, then it's all fucky. I don't know why it's all fucky if it's really hard to tell. Can I just at mass toggle these off? Oh, I can't. It would be really helpful if I could just do it one at a time. Damn, it would be so helpful if I could just do it one at a time. Here's the simulator, and you are an actual bone with collision. The problem is, when you create the collisions, it's just so off. There is a clear way to do this. What is the problem? The problem is when we create these physical bones, they are way bigger than the model. Is it possible? First of all, also, it's like, wait, it's way bigger than the model. That's the problem. Are we able to make it big the same size and edit it from there? Maybe. Just don't know why it's so fucky. No, this almost looks like it's based off of the current model. Yeah. But why? Okay. Let's do it the long, annoying way to figure out exactly what's going on here. Because I need to see what's going on. Should be able to do this at mass. Like shift click and then toggle it once, but that doesn't work, unfortunately. Oh wait, I think I just did. I don't know what that's about. Alright. Okay, starting with the first one. I have no clue why. Yeah, I have no clue why either. It doesn't make any sense to me. But I figured if I just edit it one at a time, at least that's what I was hoping, I would be able to actually see. Looks like this is the collision shape for the spine. Maybe? Why the fuck is it like that? Are you standing at an angle? No, you're not. Why are you... I wish it would also label it once it creates the skeleton what it's associated with. Because I'm guessing here. I wonder if each bone has a collision shape. Yeah, that's what it does. Each bone does have a collision shape. That's what I'm trying to like reconfigure now. Because this looks like the spine. I presume. I do not know. And then here. Here. What the hell? Now I can't even see this one? Is that because it's a child? It's not a child, so why can't I see it? What the fucky? Oh wait, no, you need to be on. So I think you're hosting all of this. Yeah, it's for sure huge. I don't understand why. You know, the most logical answer is just to make the model as large as the, yeah, and that's what I thought too. But then if we adjust the model size to fit it, right, the collision shape just morphs to like match it. So it doesn't solve the problem. And I don't even know what that tilt is associated with. What's so confusing is that everything else looks right, and we're so close to actually getting it right. It's just being fucky. You know what? We're assuming it's fucky. What if it's not fucky? What if it actually works correctly, even though it looks completely off? What are the chances of that, Jay? Honestly, if the collision shape is this big, what are the chances that it doesn't have any bearing over it when it's directly correlated with the collision shape? That doesn't make any sense. But I can modify it, sure, but I don't know what body part this is associated with. When you create the skeleton, it doesn't tell you that. It just says, oh, here's a bone, and here's a collision shape. But none of them are configured correctly, so I'm like, what the fuck is this supposed to be correlated with? Here's the skeleton. What are you supposed to be? Like, what the fuck is this supposed to, are you a part of the spine? Are you a vertebrae of the spine? Look at this flat butt. Sorry. Yeah, it is huge. Oh, I read that, yeah. Maybe we just need to try it. Roll the dice. Sorry, roll the dice on making it bigger? Because I think I just did that. So let me first confirm if that's what you meant. Because if that's what you mean, when I create it to be bigger, I'm just trying it. By trying it, you mean making the skeleton bigger? Is that what you're referencing? I just want to make sure I'm understanding you correctly. No, just start. Oh, starting the game, you mean? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. I agree with you. Just to see. Because it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. But let's just start the game and see if you're off. Or if it's off. Because again, I don't get it. Now, are you the import? Yeah, you're the import. So ignore you. You're the real one. Okay. It looks right. This all looks right. Are you gonna stand? Are you gonna stand and be a good boy? There's no camera in the scene, Jay. How are you gonna see anything if there's no camera? How do I do this again? View, 2 ports. Camera. I'm a child. Okay. Nope. There you go. A little bit more up. Save. Run it. There's no sun. It looks sunny, but there is no sun. So, isn't there a way to automatically create the world environment? If the world environment is added, then it will be disabled in the preview. Let's just add the world environment. Let's add the world environment. World environment. Oh no, it looks all gloomy. Well, we can fix that relatively quickly. Ambient light is going to be a little brighter than that. Not exactly the color we want to go for, but I'm not going to focus too heavily on that. Reflective light is going to be, yes, the background. And then there's other settings but I'm not going to focus on that right now. Turn on volumetric fog for the fuck of it. Maybe it'll already add to the sense of depth and whatnot to the world. I mean, it is standing. It's standing. Oh, but there's no logic to say it wouldn't be standing. That's how. Oh wait. No idea. The 3 dots. Ah, the 3 dots. Yes, that's how you do it. Okay, so hold on, because then I could just mimic it from where it is in the base world. Is it add environment or add you? I'm gonna say add environment. There we go. Yep. Cool and cool. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, I was like, I know you can do it, but I don't remember how. Doesn't mean that the skeleton works for just yet because we haven't really done it. Again, don't worry about that. Don't focus on that right now. Focus on what you can control, which is adding a character body to this here. And then it's going to ask for a collision shape, which will, right? Let me make sure that is indeed true. Yep, so we're going to add a capsule just to appease it. Capsule. The capsule will be the default collision shape. But we will have that disabled so we can test the actual skeleton itself. And now I can't really even see the capsule because of all this other hoopla in the way. Let's try to scale you. I straight up cannot see it. There it is. Something's fucky. Okay. And you're roughly about there. A little bit above the ground. I think that's fine. Scale you down a little bit. Move you down a little bit. Leave it at that. I was just expecting it to just fly away. Gravity? Yeah, no gravity, because we didn't have a character body, which should give it gravity, but let me just make sure I have the script attached to it as well. View and demo and run. What? Look rotation based off of null. Oh, because we don't have a head. We don't have a head. The collider is still the collider. Oh, actually, technically it's not. Gotta redo all of this. Collider is you. Head is, I think I just had a 3D node out in space. 3D node in space. Was that just a node? Or was it a point? That's a pin. But not a pin. It's a 3D node thing. I guess I could just do it a straight up. But I think there's a specific word for what I was looking for. That is a point in space. I mean, I guess I could just use a node 3D marker. That's it. That's it. That's what I was looking for. Marker, and this marker is going to be at the head, and we're going to rename it to be head. I'm going to go back in the code. So there. Let me just make sure. Head to head. Save, run. I'm sure there's going to be something else that needs to be configured. And we're not in the right scene. Save, run. Okay. My rotation's not working. What? Oh, because I think the camera needs to be part of this as well, which makes sense inherently. You upside down? I was completely expecting it to just fly away. This character controller was formed in the Brackeys tutorial. Yeah, I did modify it to work for my game, but it was initially created and forked from Brackeys. I just modified it. Why? I put the head in the right location, right? Did I? Did I put the head in the right location? Because it looks like I didn't. Because it's rotating around the wrong thing. Yeah, this is the head. Why does it look like it's aiming at the feet? The head is here. That's the point that we're referencing, and I made sure that that was the point that we were referencing in here. Because when we do use the head... Okay, you're being an ass, but okay. When we reference the head, we're using the look rotation, which is already a preset vector, right? Yep, preset vector. We move based off of the global location of the head by vector 3 pending the input direction on the y and x and y axis normalized, giving it the same speed throughout. I see the camera needs to be the same as the camera, or the head needs to be a node 3D. I don't think that it should matter, because from the, oh yeah, actually it is expecting a node 3D rather than a point. Let's see. Change type. Although I don't see why that should really matter. But since we defined it, or well, more specifically, Brackeys originally defined it as a node 3D, and then that is the same collision shape 3D, so we're fine there. And I'm not in the right scene. Now I'm in the right scene. Yeah, why am I underneath? Why does this make sense? Can I move? Doesn't even look like I can move. Oh, probably because I didn't name everything correctly. What did I name these directions? Directions. Input left, input right. Oh, what? I could. Oh, so this is. Oh, I think I grabbed the wrong one. I think I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is the right one. This is the one that, yeah, this is just straight up from Brackeys. That was the problem. I'm using the one that I did not modify. Move. This is the one I modified. Yeah, forked. Yep. 3D. Okay, let's go, naked boy. Come on. You bitch. Oh, because I didn't. Again, because we're reworking from a new thing. I keep forgetting there's so many different things that we need to do, like naming input functions, which I don't remember what I named them. I guess I could use this. It won't let me do that. Head needs to be the same Y as the camera, or the head needs to be the same as the 3D. Yeah, I think I read that one, but I'm not sure about both of those. Yeah, the Node 3D, I think you were correct on username. No English, I'm Godot beginner, but first please open import scene. The import, I'm gonna say your arrow. I don't want to butcher your name, but the end of your name is arrow. So arrow, are you referencing the import scene of where I brought in the original model? Is that what you're referencing, arrow? If so, I can bring that up. This one, naked boy. If that's what you were talking about. Take your time, and your English isn't the best, as per your own admission. Oh, God, let me not mess with that. Close. Before I fuck that up. Okay, so yeah, that is what you were looking for. Was there anything in particular you were curious about this? Root type, character body, 3D. Root type is character body 3D. Right, for the script is what I presume you mean. Because yeah, this is right upper property. Right upper property. I'm not sure what you mean. Right upper property, root. I think you were talking about the script. Yes, right upper property? I don't know what you're referencing here. Because here we don't have a character body 3D. So I'm not sure what you're referencing. Sorry, that was just out of my curiosity. What root type field in the upper right? Oh, to like set it to be a character body is what you're saying? I think you're right, Endel, in what Arrow is saying, but I'm not fully understanding why we would do this. Now, it inheriting from the right, or it referencing the right thing as far as the hierarchy, I think is good, and the root name is Naked Man. Do we need to define those, though, if we re-import them? Because we re-imported it and created it as its own inherited scene. We can do this. I just don't know if it's necessary. We'll give it a shot. Why not? 3D. Naked Man. Is that how did I name Naked Man? Root name is naked man. Was that it, or is it naked toy? I think I'm seeing naked toy. Likely import the root as the character body 3D, so it doesn't import as just. Oh, okay, gotcha. I can see what you're saying. Yes, yes, yes. I'm a good translator. Yeah, yeah, yes, you are. I appreciate it. But, and also, Arrow is what I'm going to call you. I hope you don't mind that. Arrow, bring up a great point of, so that way when we did import it, it just does it correctly. So I think I'm going to go with hold on. I think you're called naked toy in lowercase. I think is how we had that. So re-import. Go back to here. There it is. What's wrong with you? Oh, you're saying you need a collision shape. Fine. But wait, didn't we give you a collision shape? What are you so bitching about? Oh, I guess we didn't. I'm wrong. I thought we did. I could have sworn we did. Oh, maybe because of the re-import. Never mind. Never mind. Sorry. English to J translate. Yeah. These guys know I can be dense sometimes. So sometimes it takes me a little bit to get what you guys are saying. You guys could be saying something completely logical, and I'm like, but wait, what? Wait, where the fuck is this? Oh, okay. Again, it's these other stupid little bits that confuse me as to where this is supposed to be. Why are you saying that this is an issue? The shape, it must be provided. I provided the shape. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, okay, alright. You just need to save it. I hate that I can't see it through all these other stupid bones. Please name naked toy. Did I not do that? Did I not? Naked toy. Oh, toy. Naked toy. Give that a shot. Ha ha ha. Okay. Naked toy. Now, do I still need to reconfigure? No, that capsule looks like it's saved. Let's bring you down a little bit. Oh, no. That's good enough. Okay. And then what we'll do is I will save you as disabled so we can test out that skeleton. Remove the space. Did I not remove the space? Please rename naked toy. Oh wait, was it the root node that I was renaming? Because I'll gladly naked toy. I don't know if that's what you meant. Forgive me, Arrow. I don't know if that's what you meant. Select top left naked toy and control A. Top left naked toy. I think in the scene that I was just in. Oh, sorry. In the scene I was just in. Top left naked toy, control A. Godot rule first character is large. Oh. Okay. So is that so in the import is what you're saying? Because then that could explain this hullabaloo. Oh, wrong one. Select collision 3D. Okay. Collision 3D. Oh god, all of these stupid bones. Collision 3D. Talking Godot style guide. Oh, there's a style guide for your Godot? Like Python has like Pythonic things? I didn't know that. Oh. Oh, this is for scripts though. Oh wow, it literally does take from Python. Did not know that. That's cool. I should look through this. But I don't think this is what you were talking about. But this is interesting. I'm gonna bookmark this for me. Bookmark this under Game Dev. Yes, style guide. Yes, okay, so this was the style guide. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll read through this. I'll read through this so I can get a better. Thank you, Arrow, for the suggestion, because I did not know that this was a thing. I knew of like the style guide for like Pythonic coding with Python, but I did not know that Godot takes from that. I mean, I guess that makes inherent sense since the languages are so similar. So yeah, that makes sense inherently. Yeah. I should read through this. What time is it? 10:30? Okay. Well, I should read through that on my own time. Did you? I'm so sorry, Endel. I completely forgot. 6 months ago. To be fair, it was 6 months ago. so to be fair, it was 6 months ago. It was half a year ago. A lot has happened. So, Endel, you're usually on the up and up regarding programming and all that stuff. So I believe you. I 100% believe you told me about this before. I completely forgot, is what I'll say. So it's not that I didn't know, it's that I forgot and Noel told me about this months ago. Oh, you know what? I think this is when we had the conversation regarding me downloading the documentation. I think this is when we talked about that. I think that's the last time we talked about that. I can't even remember what I had for breakfast, if I had breakfast. Yeah. So yeah, my bad, and Noel, I completely forgot. But Arrow, I appreciate it. I don't know about collisions under armature, but the minimum required is the collision 3D. Yes, the character body does require it, and that's what we have as the default. But I do have it currently disabled, so that way we can see the effects of the skeleton just as is. Sorry, did I test that already? Because now we should have gravity, right? Oh, right, it's still misconfigured. Let me look at the code. Nope, no, that's not what I want. I don't know why I have all the space here. So specifically the camera stuff, since that's what we're concerned about. Damn, I commented a lot of this out. Why did I comment a lot of this out? So what is the input based off of right now? Oh, all of this is commented out? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Does it say why? Did I write why? Okay. Because this was working in the last model we had before it went all fucky. Why did I do that? Why would I disable all of the code? This is likely the input for the ragdoll. Blah, 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 blah. That doesn't explain why I did that. Yeah, thank you, Arrow. I appreciate it. Yeah. Arrow, are you from Brazil by chance? The reason I asked is because I saw somebody else had joined chat a little while ago who was their brother was a developer from Brazil. So I'm wondering if the time zone wise, I'm hitting you guys. The hierarchy is naked toys plus node 3D, name camera pivot to spring arm 3D. I don't think I'm using a spring arm. Am I? Spring. Is that in the hierarchy of the scene? Oh shit! Hold on. Oh, thank God. For a second, I was like, oh my God, do I have to hop on a deployment? That's tomorrow. Tomorrow, I have a deployment for production. Ooh, I scared the shit out of myself. I was like, oh my God, I'm so late. Oh my God. Okay, so yeah, sorry, Arrow. The hierarchy is naked toys plus the node 3D name camera pivot plus spring arm 3D plus camera 3D. Yeah, I really did. I was like, oh my god, have they been waiting for me for half an hour to be like, hey, can you test? Because then they would have called my boss, because obviously, you know, they're doing a late night deployment. They need to make sure that everything's in there. Show Godot official spring arm 3D documentation. I mean, I can, but I don't think that this from. I will show it, but to my understanding, this was working in our last iteration of the project before I deleted something and it screwed the whole thing up. And I didn't use a spring before. What I just used. Hold on, let's open up the documentation as I talk about this. Get up to the latest version. Spring. And what did you say? Spring arm 3D. You're adding a pivot point and attaching it to. Yeah. Because what we have before is that it was essentially pivoting on the head. Wait, do I have that? Oh, right. All of this is commented out. I was trying to figure out why I did that. Why did I do that? Is this the right code? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me save this and make sure I got the right thing. Because the other one, which you should be in scenes, you should be. And then script. And the script I have attached to the naked toy is player 3D controller. Oh. Oh, interesting. Oh, I've never seen such good documentation before. We've gone through the documentation and usually not this clear cut. Holy shit, who wrote this? Does it say? And Noel, did your friend write this? Because this is really good. Yeah, which we had an issue with clipping before. So this would likely solve that. Very cool. Yeah. I'll pin Arrow's comment. Thank you, Arrow. Yeah. I did not know. Sorry, I did know. I forgot what N. Noel said regarding regarding the style sheet, and I've never seen something this well detailed and explained. Usually, it's like ambiguous to the point where you have to like connect the dots yourself. But this is tutorials in the but some of them use deprecated functions. If you remember with the guide with the skeletons, it pointed to all of these don't work anymore, and then it was just like you figure it out. But this looks like everything's pretty clear cut. I don't know how, but I will find a way possible. Yeah, because this will be good for your. Well, actually, yours is a bit more stationary than I think this would achieve. But yeah, but this is really good. Thank you, Arrow. Well, thank you, all of you, really. But, yeah. No way. I'll be right back. No fucking way. 1 second, honey. Okay, sorry about that, guys. You know, the normal dealio with the kiddio. That sounds creepier than I want it to sound. The normal deal with my kid. um, so I'm gonna cut it a little bit early just so I can. It's super late for a 5-year-old, so I need to make sure that they go to sleep, and they're not fucking around. I say with love, just because they're taking forever to go down. I just want somebody that's also working in Godot. Who else is working in Godot? I think you normally work in Godot, don't you? No. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. I don't think we've ever rated this person before. So yeah, Arrow, again, thank you so much for your help. I hope to see you again. Just gotta tend to my kiddo, but I really appreciate you helping. Have a page up with any details on what you're working on in Git or itch.io. Oh yeah, dang it, man. I'd love to. I don't know if you'll be here next time, Arrow. But I stream next time on Thursday. I don't know if you'll be here for that, but it's also not game development related. We're gonna play Undertale. Oh, maybe Arrow has ads right now? Shit. I don't know if you have ads, Arrow. I don't know. But thank you so much for the documentation. I'm going to bookmark this and the thing that you and Noel, I really want to emphasize that. I'm so sorry I forgot Noel. The documentation that you guys referenced. But yeah, because this looks awesome, and this really genuinely solves the problem that we had before with the clipping. So yeah, I'm going to definitely read through this. I'll wait. Go to bed. Ay. Damn. Ad break isn't for a little bit, so I'm just gonna have to proceed with the raid, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta make sure the kiddo is all set. So, but it's private. Gotcha. Okay, Arrow. Whenever you want to promote, feel free to come by again. I gotta get going because of my kiddo. But thank you so much for your help, Arrow. Thanks for stopping by. And Noel, username. And Arrow. Thank you guys as well. Arrow, you're new, but thank you guys as always for your help. I really appreciate it. Have a good night, guys.